All right, I think we're all set. All right, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody. Like I mentioned in our last stream, we're going to be doing some Pokemon today. This is Pokemon FireRed. We are going to be doing what is called a Nuzlocke challenge for this game, which, if you don't know what that means, it's really just a fancy way to make this game harder because it's admittedly easy here. We'll just kind of go over a couple basic rules to start. So, first off, the biggest thing, if a Pokemon faints in battle, it is considered dead and we can no longer use it again. So if we ever have a Pokemon faint, done for. We are done with that one for the rest of the playthrough, which adds pretty much the most significant challenge that there is. After that, we can only catch the first Pokemon we encounter on every new area. As long as we catch it, it's ours. We can only catch the first one per area though. So if we go to an area, we try to catch it, we miss it, we're just out of luck for that area. The only exception to this rule is if it's a shiny Pokemon, which then it's allowed to be caught because it's a shiny and they have special rules. And then another thing to note with that rule, if we go to a different area and our first encounter is for Pokemon that we've already caught, we are allowed to get a new one just so we don't continue to have duplicates. Outside of that, every Pokemon that we catch has to be nicknamed. This way we form some form of emotional attachment to these Pokemon. And if we were to lose any of them, we feel that much more because we gave them that nickname. And the other option we have is we have to be on set mode. But what this means is after each Pokemon is defeated in battle, we can't just automatically switch. We have to be a little bit more strategic. All right, and with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I have gotten us all the way up to the beginning of this, where we are in Professor Oak's kind of lab here. We're getting ready to get our first Pokemon. So we're going to just jump right in. Pick our starter. We have our choices of Bulbasaur, the grass Pokemon Bulbasaur. We can get the water Pokemon Squirtle. Or we can get the fire Pokemon Charmander. Now for me, this is a pretty obvious choice to pick Charmander. He is the best, and because of that, we're going to pick him. Now these 6 circles on the side here are going to show us who is on the team at any given time. So because we're going to be picking Charmander, first Pokemon we'll have in the box over there will be Charmander. Alright, we got our first Charmander. Now we need to figure out what to nickname him. So just in the spirit of everything, in the spirit of this channel and what we've kind of accomplished so far and what we've shown, I think we're going to name this Charmander Keith. I think that only makes sense. Keith the Charmander, welcome to the team. Now our rival here, Nick, will get to pick his Pokemon after us. And the way that this game works is he's for sure going to pick our rival, or the Pokemon that has the best type advantage against us. So I would assume he's going to take a Squirtle. Sure thing, Nick picked a Squirtle. Let's see what he's got to say. So now that we have this Pokemon, we can go into wild areas safely. We don't have to worry about getting attacked without our trusty friend by our side. So we're safe now. We have nothing to worry about. We're going to be, me and Keith, we're going to be on this venture together forever. Oh gosh, what does Nick want? Nick, we were just talking about you. You just picked Squirtle. Looks like he wants to battle right out the gates. Now, one thing I'm just going to say here is this whole challenge, we could have to restart right now if Nick just beats us right out the gates. So let's hope we can do some magic and not have that happen. It's just so nostalgic playing this game again. I remember playing this game on the Game Boy when I was a kid. It's crazy that we can play it on the Switch now. So we've never had a Pokemon battle before, so he's going to have to show us how to do it. Now, we've had a Pokemon battle before, but they don't know that, of course. The objective of the Pokemon battle is you got to beat them so they don't beat you. So Keith, you better lock in and beat Nick Squirtle. Alright, once we, you get experience for winning fights, and then you get to level up. So I'm going to use Growl first. We do have the speed advantage, so that's pretty big. We'll be able to attack first against Nick Squirtle. We lowered his stats, so that should help him not murder us. Use Tackle. He didn't do too much because we growled. Now let's scratch his eyes out. Now, as long as he doesn't get a critical hit, We're on good pace to win this fight and not lose right off the gate. It would be amazing if we could get a crit. Just get this over with. I'd like for you guys in the chat to shoot some nicknames as we catch more Pokemon. One thing I'll note is it is just a little bit delayed when I get to see them. So if I sit here in silence for a minute, I'll have to wait and see what you guys say for the nicknames. But no theme. We're just kind of random. So whatever you guys think based on what Pokemon it is. So we beat him. We beat Nick Squirtle. Now, Nick doesn't have to follow the same rules that we do with his Pokemon being done for if they faint. He's free and clear. He has free health care. He's good. He's going to get his Squirtle back, no problem. Keith grew to level 6. Let's go, Keith. Picking Charmander at the beginning of this game is a big disadvantage for us in the beginning of the game. The first 2 gym leaders have type advantages against us, so we have an uphill battle to climb. He says he picked the wrong Pokemon. Maybe he did. Would the result have been different if he picked Bulbasaur? I don't think so. Now that we finally beat him, we can officially get on our journey. Alright, so we're here in a battle with Rattata. I just wanted to go kind of clear up. We don't have any Pokeballs yet, so we can't catch this Rattata, so this is not going to count for our encounter in this area because we can't catch it anyway, so we'll have to come back and see what our encounter is. Had we had Pokeballs, we would have to have caught this Rattata. Oh, Keith leveled up to level 7. Another thing to note that I don't think was covered in the rules is there are level caps. We cannot have our Pokemon be higher level than the next gym leader's ace Pokemon. So in this case, our level cap is for Brock's Onix, which is level 14. So as long as Keith stays under that, we're good. Yeah, Rattata is pretty good, especially when he evolves. Keith learned Ember, so that's our first fire move, so that'll come in handy. We're gonna probably want to try and be strategic and get through here with as little battles as we can, just to preserve health and risk. And we got another one. Another Rattata. Now we could run away, but we're not gonna do that because we're not scared. This one's level 2. We're gonna try our new move, Ember. Get some burn going. Oh wow. And we almost killed that thing in one shot. That's another thing. If we were in a position to have caught this as our encounter, and had I killed it, we just don't get an encounter for this route. Let's keep moving on up. Get out of here. Ah, of course, the last piece of grass, and we're gonna run into another one. This time we got a Pidgey though. This is a different one. I remember when I was younger, Pidgey was like, I had to have a Pidgey on my team. I've since grown up and learned that Pidgey's not very good, just statistically, but Pidgey always holds a special place to me. We're gonna make quick work of this Pidgey. Like I said, it doesn't have the best stats, but I love Pidgey. Alright, so we made it through there. Viridian City. So we made it through. We're going to stop at this Pokemon Center. We can heal at these as we get to them. We cannot use items in battle, so we couldn't heal that way. So let's heal Keith back to full health. Make sure he has a clean bill before we get moving. And then I think we need to go to the Pokemart, which is just the store, for those who don't know. And I talked about it at the beginning, but I'm going to go over it again. We're doing what's called a Nuzlocke. So what that means, it's really just a fancy way of saying that I wanted to make this hard for myself. Pokemon's pretty easy on its own, so people have found a way to make it more challenging. So I'll share the rules here that we're going to be playing with. First things first, the most important rule, if a Pokemon faints in battle, it is considered dead and we can no longer use them. So if Keith were to have fainted in battle, well, one, the run would be over because he's the only one we have. But also, he'd be done for. We'd have to put him in the box forever. And then, I briefly touched on it before, but we can only catch the first Pokemon we encounter in each new area. And if we don't catch them, we lose out on that area's encounter. The only exception to that is if it's a shiny Pokemon, we can still catch any shinies that appear because they're super rare. And if I've already caught that Pokemon in a different area, we're allowed to move on to the next one so that we don't just have a full team of Rattatas. All of our Pokemon should have nicknames. This will allow us to form emotional connections with our Pokemon. In the event of an early departure, we will have much more at stake. We will feel that loss much worse. We're going to be playing on set mode, which just means we can't switch out after we defeat every Pokemon in a battle. We have to hard switch, which can put our Pokemon at risk. No legendaries or mythicals, which you can't really get those till late in the game anyways, so we don't have to worry about that. There is another rule where we aren't going to be using any healing items in battle. Oh, yeah, it's on there. No items in battle, so we can't heal with like potions while we're in the battle. Outside of battles is fine. We can heal all we want outside of those. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to have any deaths. Why would we have any deaths? Keith's got a team of... going to assemble a team of warriors that are going to lead us in this clean run. In my first ever Nuzlocke. No deaths, ever. Oh, this guy's like, you know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Voice is a little quiet. You have to let me know if that's any better. Alright, let's see. So we got Professor Oak's package. So we're going to have to take this back to him. Alright, so we came all the way here for no reason. We're going to have to head back. Luckily, on the way back, we can jump over some fences like this. Make it faster. So let's just head back here. Spelled correctly, of course, yet you spelled it wrong purposely. I would like for the chat to name the Pokemon, give them their nicknames. It's a little bit delayed from when I get to see it, from when I am in the game, so I'll try my best to kind of sit and wait for a nickname that you guys say. But just keep in mind that will be why there will be moments of silence for me waiting for you guys to put the nicknames in the chat. Alright, we're back here at Professor Oak's lab. Let's give him this package. Oh, how's my old Pokemon? Yeah, we were only here like 5 minutes ago, so I think he's fine. He's already grown up 2 levels. You must be as talented as Pokemon trainer. Yeah, we're the very best already. What's that? You have something for me? Yeah, we just walked into the store and the guy gave us a package like we knew who you were. Custom Pokeball. Oh, here's Nick interrupting. Typical Nick. You know, I really wanted to name my character Killa. The game doesn't like that word, so it was like, so your name's K? And I was like, no, no, no. Oh, looks like he's gonna give us whatever he's got on his desk. It's his invention, the Pokédex. It's an automatic. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. Yeah, Nick, you know you're not the best of characters in this game, buddy. The high-tech encyclopedia. Dustin and Nick, take these with you. Looks like we got our Pokédex. And I think this is where he's going to give us some Pokeballs as well. So we'll be able to get our first encounter after this conversation. You must catch them to obtain the complete data. So here are some tools for catching. We got 5 Pokeballs. Now, Nick, you're going to kind of be the expert in here in the chat. If you notice anything I'm missing or there's an item somewhere close by, I'm going to be relying on you to let me know because I've never done this before. Yeah, just throw a Pokeball at it and try and catch it. Simple and easy. This won't always work. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You have to be lucky. How far are you and yours? I know you said you started on your end. That was my dream. His dream was to catch them all, but yet he's out here giving away Pokemon. What's going to happen to that poor Squirtle sitting on the table? A great undertaking in Pokemon history. So he's entrusting us to finish the Pokedex in his honor. There's 151 Pokemon to catch in this game. Till the post game, I believe. He wants us to catch them all. Justin, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. Ah, overconfident Nick, like always. I'll tell her not to lend you a map. Wow, dude. That's pretty ruthless. We're just gonna get lost on your account. Beat the 3rd gym. Nice. Do we have to go to his sister to get the map? Like, is she still gonna give it to us? Even though he said he was gonna tell her not to? I think that's how it goes. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Gee, that's lazy of him. Yep, there we go. So we got the map. Perfect. And now we're officially on our way. All right. Got the map. Well, let's head out. Have you lost anybody on your run? And you beat the 3rd gym, all clean, no deaths. Keith got full health. Keep clicking the wrong button. Pokemon. Keith. You know, I haven't really looked at his stats for anything. Let's take a look. So, Keith, Charmander, fire type. He's level 7. Modest nature. Is that the one we want? Can't never remember because the physical and special attacks they're not what I'm used to in this game. See if we can get our first encounter. Hopefully a Rattata. Perfect. So now if we catch this, he's on our team. So let me know the nicknames in advance. We got a male Rattata. See if we can catch him. Hopefully we don't kill him. Hopefully the scratch doesn't crit. Alright, we should be good. We're in good range to catch this thing. Throw a Pokeball at it. Hope for the best. Got him. Got our second teammate here. Rattata. Just call it Tat. Ratatouille. I like Tat. That works. Rattata has been added to the Pokedex. Tat the rat. Alright. So now we can't catch any more Pokemon in this area because that was our one encounter. We'll have to get it to a different area to get another one. So like this Pidgey, can't catch him at all. So we can either run away or beat him. Mr. Banjeff. Hey, I told him he said the correct way, and then I said he absolutely spelled it the wrong way, of course. Oh, critical hit. That's kind of risky there, Pidgey. Imagine Keith dies right there. That would be something else, Keith. Can't have you losing like that, man. We need to... Almost like the only way we're going to beat Brock is to try and catch a Mankey in Route 22. It's going to be pretty tough if we don't. This Rattata, see, we already got one in this area. So, I think we're just going to... I mean, honestly, I'm just going to try and run away. We're kind of half health. We need to call it. Be a little cautious. We're almost out of this area, so we can heal. And then we're safe to move on. There's going to be a lot of grinding in this. Because back in the day, there was not XP share. So we're going to have to level up these Pokemon one at a time. What do you guys think of my overlay I made for this game? Pretty cool. I thought it would be cool to showcase our team on the side throughout the whole time. Got Keith and Tat. Let's check. What is Tat's nature? Relaxed nature. Yeah. Alright, let's move on. Jinx in the chat. Jinx in the chat. Alright, so let's see if we can move on. Which way is it over here? This is Route 22 over here, right? Should we try and get the Mankey now, or should we try and catch something else to make our luck a little bit better? We could either get a Mankey, most likely a Mankey, or a Spearow. Here we go. A Mankey. That is great. Oh man, we absolutely needed this one. Alright, we got a female Mankeys. Put the name in the chats. What we think if we catch it. Hopefully we don't kill it. Try and catch it. Stanky. Hey, that works with me. Panky. I mean, we can go with Stanky. Jared, I'll let you get the next one. All yours. Stanky the Mankey. Kala? Huh, Harambe. Too soon. Too soon. Well, you technically were behind him, so you need to be a little bit quicker on the draw. Too soon. Too soon for the Harambe joke. Now Stanky is only level 2, so we're gonna really have to be careful not to lose her. If we lose her, we're in pretty big trouble, because that's like our key to beating Brock. Heath's really not gonna stand much of a chance. Like, he might be able to get through the Geodude when he learns Metal Claw, but that Onyx is gonna have something for him. Yeah, it's from 2016, but it's too soon. Alright. Oh, let's take a look at Stanky here. Get a careful nature. That's probably not what we wanted, is it? Probably not what we wanted. It'll do. It'll do. I'm gonna switch him into the front of the party so that she can get more XP. I'll have to do some switching. We gotta level these guys up. Somehow. Some way. Talk to this old man. You gotta show us how to catch Pokemon. Certainly haven't done it yet. That's true. We go back. Do we have any money? We might have to go back and grab some more Pokeballs. He's just gonna teach us how to catch this Pokemon right here. So I suppose I had better show you. You don't think he could like look at us and be like, "Oh, you already have 3 Pokemon. You must have done this before." No, take your time, old man. Catch this Weedle. You know, and he really shows in the wrong way, honestly, because catching a Pokemon with full health is not just easy. Looking up to see what the careful nature is. I mean, I guess it doesn't seem like that nature really makes a difference either way. It's plus special defense minus special attack, so I'm gonna assume fighting is physical in this. I don't know why I wouldn't. Mankey is the most, like, that was the most critical encounter we could possibly have gotten. Can't emphasize that enough. Yeah, this old man better watch himself. He's gonna give us something that'll teach us the basics. So, do we have any money? Oh, we gotta go to our profile. Yeah, we have a little bit of money. Let's just go get a couple more Pokeballs. Just so we go through these next few encounters, we're not strapped in case we miss or anything like that. Let's just get like 10. I'm gonna buy a couple antidotes too. Spend some money now so that we don't regret it later. Back in this generation, poison can kill you when you're not even in a battle, so we're gonna need to be mindful of that. Alright, let's head on up through. We'll go past the old man. He doesn't have anything to say for us now. We're in Route 2, so we have some more encounters available. What do we got here? We can get a Caterpie, a Pidgey, or a Weedle in this area. So, what are we hoping for? Honestly, I would prefer to get a Weedle here, but we'll see. Weedle's really good. Pidgey. Just what I wanted. Oops. We're gonna need to get Stanky out of there pretty much immediately. Flying is really effective to fighting, so we need to get him out. Get her out. Sorry. Get them out. Whatever one. Scratch this Pidgey. Think we can get another scratch off, or is that risking it? We're gonna try it anyways. Oh, we're good. Throw a Pokeball at this Pidgey, see if we can catch it. Got a male Pidgey. Might get caught. Let's get some names in the chat. Your chance, Jared. Penny says hi. Hi, Penny. There is Pidgey. We got him. Do we got any names in there? A little too big. Perfect. You'll pass on this one? Ace it is. Wow, you didn't want to name the Pidgey? What do you got against Pidgeys? No, it's too late. You missed your chance. You have to wait till the next one. You're out of control with that one. You already got Stanky. Ace it is. Pidgey the ace. Yeah, the chat's pretty delayed, but we'll make do. It's just YouTube. If you're so worried about it being delayed, don't say you're good on this one next time. I'm gonna give Keith a potion. Not playing any games. Here's 9 points. Probably a waste. Don't care. Alright, we're heading in. What do we got next? Viridian Forest. So this is another encounter. We could again get... We could get the best encounter we could get from here would be Pikachu. It's pretty much the lowest chance. We're most likely going to get a Caterpie, Kakuna, Metapod, or Weedle. Let's see what we can get. What's the best way to get through here without fighting? Isn't it far right? The Pokeball over there. Here's our encounter. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Caterpie. Got a female Caterpie. Let's get them nicknames in the chat. Let's try and scratch it. Let's see if we can't just use Stanky so we can maximize. Well, we're not gonna be beating it, so we're not really gonna get any XP, but spread the love around. Might take a while. We're not going to play too many chances here. Keith, get back in there. Handle this. This is your chance to name Caterpie, Jared. Make it count. Hopefully this doesn't kill it. And it did. Caterpie lost. No encounter for the forest. That is unfortunate. Well, Stanky got some XP at least. If it is just, of course we would get a crit. You know. Good job, Keith. I guess. So no matter who we run into now, we can't catch it. Probably gonna be like Pikachu. Very next one will be Pikachu. So that's just how it goes. Alright. Not the worst encounter to lose, that's true. Got a bug catcher to here to fight. We're gonna have to be pretty... It's our first, like, battle outside of fighting Nick in the lab. We got Stanky in there first. We're gonna switch to Keith. Burn this freaking worm. And then hopefully just take out the next one, too. String shot, that's good. That's good. Alright, Keith. Launch an ember. Show what you're made of. Yeah, that string shot made us slower than this thing, so take your time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Way to keep that energy up from the Caterpie battle. Should move. Oh, Stanky grew to level 3. Nice. That's helpful. Keith should go up to level 8 too after this. So remember, we can't go past 14. Otherwise, we won't be able to use them against Brock. Now, I suppose it wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing to not be able to use Keith against Brock, because he's not really going to do very well. But we need everybody we can get. So we cleaned up this Caterpie, 67 experience. He's almost level 9. Honestly, if we can train Stanky up against some like Metapods or Kakunas, that's probably going to be the best, just because I don't think they attack, right? Can avoid this guy. Got a Pokeball here. An antidote. Nice. It's just great. Like, Mom takes forever to give us the running shoes, so we just kind of have to walk through everything. Oh, of course, he turns right when we're walking past. What? I just had a feeling that was going to happen. I just had a feeling. Alright, let's see what we can do. What's he got first? Sends out a Caterpie again. So we're going to do the same thing. Stanky's going to start. We're going to switch into Keith. And this is just going to be our grind. We could also try to heal Ace, because he can do... He might be able to do something against these bugs. I don't know if he knows any flying moves yet. We'll have to look. Might. Wing attack. Something like that. For the time being, Keith's just going to handle this light work. Good job, Keith. Stanky's up to level 4. This is great. Do we know, is Primeape good, kind of like long term? How long do we keep Stanky on the team? And then we got another Caterpie we're just going to burn through. So if we weren't on set mode, we would have been able to switch Stanky back in at the beginning of the second Caterpie fight, but that's just another one of the rules to make it more challenging. Alright, we defeated Bug Catcher Anthony. Nice. Alright, we got $96 from defeating that kid, so now we're moving on. I believe... I'm gonna hold on to the potion. I was thinking about healing Ace, but I think it might just be beneficial to hold on to that. Gonna move through the forest as fast as we can and get through here quick and cleanly as possible. Kakuna, this should honestly be a good fight for Stanky to just stay in. I think Kakuna just knows Harden, right? So we're just gonna keep scratching away at it. Now, the more times it uses Harden, the longer this is gonna take, but we're just gonna stay in and fight it out. Alright, just keep scratching away, Stanky. This is your chance to get some valuable experience points and get up there. I think the forest was like the last chance for us to get another Pokemon before the Brock fight, right? I think so. I think this is our team for that fight. Which, as long as we can get Stanky up to about the level cap, should run through it pretty easy. What is Stanky's? When does it moves? Pulling up something to see what their moves are. Generation 3 moveset. So level 9, they're going to learn low kick, which is pretty much going to be our saving grace. They don't learn Karate Chop until level 15, which is above the level cap. So we're going to have to low kick our way through some rock Pokemon. Which, you know, the thought of like kicking rocks might not sound easy, but it will be, hopefully. Weedle. But to be careful with this Weedle, it likes to poison. We planned for that though. We grabbed a couple antidotes. I'm wondering, we're higher level now. Can we just take this thing? The moment it gets close, we're taking him out. We cannot lose Stanky. Alright, here we go. Keep scratching your way. So it's going to start using Poison Sting. Hopefully none of this poisons. And we should be able to just clean this one up pretty good. String shot again, that's fine. You can keep string shotting all you want. You just keep your little poisons to yourself. Scratch. Alright, we got through it. Weedles are hit or miss. You know, you don't want to be poisoned. Something over here. Another potion, nice. We are going to go ahead and use that one on Ace. And speaking of Ace, I want to take a look and see, does he know any flying move? Nope, just tackle. When do they learn a flying move? Pidgey learns its first flying move. Level 9, Gust. So we need to, not ideal, but we'll make do. I just wanted to have someone else we can switch into that's not exclusively Keith. Get into this fight. Although Keith takes care of these bugs pretty easy. So what do you got to battle us here? Sent out a Weedle. Level 9 Weedle. Get out of here. Keith, you're up. You know, picking Charmander makes this forest easier, but it does not make the first two gyms easy. But we got Stanky, so we're kind of good on the first one. If we would have got Pikachu, feel a lot better about Misty's gym in the second round, but we'll have to figure that out. What could be our best bet to beat Misty? What can we get? I don't know if we have any chance to get anything else that can really be effective against her. Maybe... I don't think so. Maybe a Paris? Mount Moon? Not likely. But is that... I don't even think Paris is that good, like, move-wise. Is it? Alright, so Keith's up to level 10. We defeated Bugcatcher Sammy. Moving on. Just taking a look here. You gotta really try and plan ahead with these Nuzlocks, because if not, you will find yourself in some trouble. Lose some people you care about. We're just gonna keep... Made it through the forest. Probably gonna keep coming back in here and just train up Stanky a little bit. But we can catch a new Pokemon here at Route 2. No, we can't. We already caught Pidgey on the other side of Route 2. Computer City, this is where Brock's gym is at. We're going to hit the healthcare unit up here. And we're going to go back to the forest. Heal our 4... We have 4? What did I miss? Oh, I never added the Mankey icon. Well, that was dumb. I don't know if you can get Oddish or not. Where? I'll have to look and see where you can get an Oddish at. I'm just gonna add this Mankey icon even though it's like super late. Gotta find it. There we go. Perfect. Now it all makes sense. Let me look. I can look and see when you can get Oddish. I mean, we're playing a little bit of far ahead just because we still have to get through Brock. It looks like Route 5, 6, 7, 12. All of that stuff I think is like after Misty. Is there a way to get to those routes before you fight her? I'm not sure exactly. Do some training. We should be good to fight Pidgeys with Stanky because we just learned it doesn't learn flying attacks this early. The grind cannot be understated in these older games. It is a lengthy process, so we're just here for it. We're here for the ride. Level 6, let's go. Low kick. That's what we need. That's key to beating Brock. Low kick. And a Rattata. This should be easy to beat. Low kick should take care of this problem. Super effective. Oh, it didn't kill it in one hit? That's crazy. There we go. We just kind of got to grind up some more levels. I mean, it's not going to be the most thrilling thing ever, but as long as nothing bad happens, it will be worth it. Because we will take care of Brock with Stanky. Let's scratch this Pidgey. Low kick shouldn't, it's not really going to be that effective against Pidgey, so we're just going to use some scratches. Doing sand attacks, we might start missing. As long as it's not killing us. That was a pretty big hit. We miss here, it could be over. Oh geez. Oh my god, I used sand attack, thank god. I think we're just gonna switch out. I'm being risky. Go Ace, get in there. It literally could have killed Stanky right there. It literally could have done it. It chose the sand attack, and we're grateful for that. Ooh, that was crazy. That would have been... That could have been the end of it. We would have might have had to restart right there. Alright, up to the Pokemon Center we go. Is there a better way, like a better spot we could go to do some training? Probably in the forest, yeah? Alright, we're healed up. Let's go. Thank you. Can't lose you. At this moment, you are the most important person on this team. Let's just go in the forest. Because I think if we can find some, you know, it's kind of not a guarantee, but if we can get some Kakunas or Metapods, they should be higher level. And they don't attack, so we'll have to deal with the occasional Weedle. But I think this will be the best spot to train. Why did I use low kick? Not really sure there. Just go scratching. Hopefully we don't get poisoned. We do have some antidotes though. I would have loved for a crit so we could get out of this poison sting. Roulette. Alright, that takes care of the Weedle. Good job, Stanky. Another Weedle, of course. Of course. Alright, let's get to scratching. Like the Weedles are a continuous itch. You just gotta scratch them away. That would have been a nice time to get a crit. Alright, how about another scratch? Takes care of that one. Moving on. Oh wow, we only got one step and we got another encounter. It's another Weedle. The game is like you will fight Weedles. Yeah. We're kind of weak on this one here. We're gonna be doing some switching to Keith. What level will Keith learn Metal Claw, just so we know? Just so we have that in our back pocket should we ever need it. Let me take a look. Metal Claw in Gen 3. I don't know when it learns that. Oh, here it is. Level 13. Yep, there we go. Yeah, level 13. Metal Claw is a steel move, so for those who don't know, steel is also super effective against rock. So, could be beneficial for fighting that gym. Hopefully we don't need to get to that point. Now if you pick Bulbasaur or Squirtle, the first gym is like you basically win automatically. You know, Bulbasaur can kind of get past the first two gyms. Yeah, level 13 or 14. I was thinking 13. We should be good. Onyx, yeah. Onyx is such a cool Pokemon to have such bad stats. Like, it's honestly a shame. When I was a kid, I didn't even, I didn't really realize, but I always thought Onyx was so cool. And he actually isn't even that good. Like, statistically. Just like Pidgey. Pidgeot. Yeah, Steelix is so cool. And Mega Steelix, even better. Like, that's a really good one. That, like, saved Onyx. And then the shiny being gold. Ah, perfect. Chef's kiss. Think, like, what do you think? Like, the XP share, it's really not that bad when you kind of have to grind through like this, you know? I mean, it's not that bad right now, but it only gets worse as the game progresses. I do wish it was like optional for the newer games, but I appreciate it at some points. That's a controversial take, I know. Thank you to level 7, let's go. We came in here to get Metapods and Kakunas. Guess what we have not yet found? Either of them. Caterpie, level 4. Not really what we want. We could probably, I think we have a potion. We could probably use that after this one just so we get another round of Stanky with more health. But until then, we will burn through these bugs fast as they spawn. And we got a crit, like we needed that. Is everybody caught up on the Blackwell Legacy? We got 4 episodes out there. If you missed any of the streams or anything, all 4 episodes are out there now. You can watch them. Let's heal Stanky up. Playing it real safe. We have to. No risks with Stanky's life. At least not right now. You said you made it past the 3rd gym on yours. Have you lost anybody? Absentee father? No. He just found out. I mean, that woman didn't even want to tell him. Keith's a good dad, probably. Who knows? Maybe. Come on, Stanky. You've been avoiding poison for so long. You can do it. Just keep it up. Yeah, there we go. Good job. Just keep scratching away at these bugs. You lost 3 or 4. Who did you lose? Anybody of noteworthy? Anybody you were sad to see go, or just some throwaways? You think she 100% didn't know who the dad was? I mean, it's possible. Who knows? Hey, look it, we finally got a Kakuna that we wanted. Kakuna just gonna harden its life away until it's scratched to death. Can you imagine getting scratched by a Mankey? I bet you it like rips. Not like one of those playful scratches. You see what I mean? It's so much better to train on these if they would spawn, because they don't deal any damage. They're virtually risk-free. Do you ever, when I play this when I was younger, I'd think like catching a Kakuna at first, the first time. I was like, I'm gonna skip 1 evolution, and then come to the realization that it only knows Harden, and so it makes it very difficult to level up and evolve to Beedrill. Oh man, that's tough. Diglett. Everybody says Diglett and Dugtrio or they're like pivotal for fighting the 3rd gym. Look at that. Pikachu finally decides to show up. Would have loved to have caught a Pikachu. I would have loved to have caught anything in this area, but alas, we did not. Thundershock? It could paralyze us. We don't want that. Hey, look at that. We're paralyzed. Not even from the Thundershock, just from their ability, because we kicked them. Well, at least they growled. I mean, we still could probably get our attack through. We'll just have to see what happens. They used growl again, so our attack's going to keep getting lower. Are we going to... And we can't move, so we're paralyzed. Paralysis got us. Thundershock again. Dang Pikachu. Alright, low kick went through. Cleaned it up with a crit. Nice job, Stanky. Do we have any paralyzed heals? We might need to just run out to the Pokemon Center after that one. Yeah, we only have antidotes. We're gonna head on out to the medical unit. Get healed up. That paralysis will be annoying because we'll always go second, and it might stop us from attacking half the time, more than half the time. Who knows? Is there anybody worth talking to in this area, this town that I'm forgetting about? All right, let's heal up our Pokemon. Okay. We'll get back to the training. You know, we're close. We're getting closer. We got level 7 and level 10, so a few more levels on both of those and we'll be ready. We will be ready. Oh, keep pushing that button. That button wasn't as easily to push on the Game Boy as it is on the controller here. I would love to get some more Kakunas or Metapods. Nope. What I meant is I would love for more Weedles, obviously. So you didn't have a ground type for the 3rd gym, but you managed to get through? Well, who got it done for you? A critical hit. And it poisoned. Are you kidding me? Of course. Not only are we continuously getting Weedles, this one had a critical hit and poisoned us. This is just so unfortunate with these Weedles. This is what I've been afraid of the whole time. Maybe the Pidgey and Ratatats outside in Route 2 would be better. Although you can still find the Weedle and the Caterpies. Now we gotta use an antidote. If we even just walk around, it'll just keep killing her. Alright, what are we gonna get next? I would love to get Caterpies, not as bad as a Weedle. Won't poison us. Good hits, good hit. String shot is good. Want to avoid damage always. We're still faster, even with the string shot. You're gonna tackle this time. Yeah, Wigglytuff. Where can you get a Jigglypuff? Or is that coming up? It looks like Route 3. I can get a Jigglypuff or a Spearow. Were you in a similar situation? Level 8 for Stanky. Oh yeah. We're just grinding away. These stupid Weedles. Stupid Weedles. I don't even think they have any higher of a chance than like Caterpie. But for us, they do, of course. Because we don't want them. Route 3. Nice. Yeah, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, they're not bad, right? I've never really used one. But they're not bad. You went and just got the Moonstone, and that's how it evolves, right? Jigglypuff. Yeah, Moonstone. Anytime we get a Weedle, I'm just switching. I'm just bringing Keith in to burn it. Yeah, Water Pulse and Brick Break. Yeah, Wigglytuff is like the worst version of the Moonstone 2 you can get, right? There's yeah, Clefable is the better of the two, right? Better stats and moves. Got a Kakuna, that's what we want wanting this whole time. And it's level 6, so this should be a decent amount of XP. We are just embracing the grind here on this Nuzlocke. Trying to stay alive and level up so we can fight Brock. Each harden it does, it's just going to take a little bit longer. But the bright side is that we are not taking damage. Keep launching scratches. Next one should do it. Yeah, Kakuna's defense rose. What did you get in the forest? Did you get a Pikachu or anything good? Another Weedle. Bring out Keith. Let the fire rain down upon all these Weedles. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I think Beedrill's pretty good. Honestly, all things considered. But, you know, Pikachu's obviously like what you'd absolutely love to get in here, but very small rate, very small chance. Yeah, we're gonna be in. I think it'll be fine. There's enough Weedles to go around. Here's a new one, a Caterpie. Oh, that's a pretty good hit. We're just gonna switch out. I feel like a crit would be just our luck to kill Stanky. That's another thing with this game. Like, if you lose somebody, you just lost all that grinding. You just lost everything you've been working for. I think we'll make a trip to the Pokemon Center just to get some health. We don't have any potions. You think it's faster? We'll just do that then. I mean, we do need to level them both up. So we'll heal and then we'll just do that. Yeah, I guess the match kind of ends as soon as Keith launches an Ember, so you're probably right. Oh, no, lady, I wanted you to heal my Pokemon. I wanted you to heal them. Please, thank you, thank you, thank you. On a positive, though, like, we got pretty lucky with getting the Mankey, because if it's no guarantee we could have easily just got a Spearow. But Spearow is better than Pidgey. Oh, here we're talking about we were just gonna go back to the forest because Keith can just burn through the bugs and I go into the... Well, Stanky should be able to do low kick on this rat. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Stanky. You're doing well. You're doing well. Into the forest. Into the forest. Do you think they're gonna port the other games then? Like Emerald, stuff like that? That would be sweet. I hope that they do. Caterpie. We're just gonna do switch training from here on out. Tell Keith's at his level cap. It should go pretty smoothly. If we get, unless we get like a Kakuna, I think, or a Metapod, then we'll just let Stanky take it, just so they get the XP themselves with no real risk. Even I know it'll take longer, but it will probably be, I don't know. Seems like it would be easier that way, but you feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. All right. So now that we've established that we're gonna be switch training, the game's like, all right, we'll stop giving you the Weedles unless we killed them all. Unless we took care of all the Weedles. Yeah, I would love for all of them on the Switch too, as well. I think that would be amazing. I mean, it obviously would be beneficial for them to do it too. I think Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green were like, as soon as it was available for pre-order, they became the highest it became the highest selling games on the store as soon as they were available for pre-order. You know, I never played Gale of Darkness. Is that a pretty good one? Is it worth checking out? I never played it when I was younger. Get in there, Keith. Let the fire take care of business. Yeah? Alright, I'll have to check it out when it comes out. Oh, I'm so excited for Pokopia. Absolutely, next week we're going to be doing Pokopia on the channel. For sure. Next Friday. Very excited for that game to come out. Alright, finally got a Weedle again. We can't forget about Tat. Tat's really good too. Like when it evolves and Eradicate. Yes. Please like the stream. It really helps out. There is, 9 people sitting in here. We have 3 likes. So if you don't mind, a like would be fantastic while we sit here and grind to prepare to fight Brock. Keith got poisoned, of course. Of course he did. Good thing we got 3 more antidotes. Liking is free, and it just lets me know if I'm doing a good job or not. Alright, let's keep up the grind. I think we have definitely sped it up doing the switch training. You were definitely right on that. So, nice tip there. We're almost level 9 with Stanky. We're almost level 11 with Keith. What are, maybe you don't know right off the top of your head. What are Brock's, like, trainers Pokemon level? Do you think it would be good XP to kind of go in there and just fight them as well with Stanky? Get some bonus XP? Because you usually get more for trainer fights, right? Stanky's level 9. Let's go. Keith also almost level 11, so we're getting there. Yeah, now the Weedles are coming back out. Think you could probably handle them. Maybe we'll go take a look at that, just because it could help speed this up just a little bit. Once we get past Brock, we can go up to level 21, which will be pretty helpful. What level does Stanky evolve? Again? 28, so it'll be a Mankey for quite some time. But Keith will be able to evolve as long as he survives. Which ideally Keith doesn't even see the fight. Do one more battle in here. And then, oh, of course, it's Pikachu. And then we'll go and try and fight Brock's trainers. Stupid static ability. What is this? I think that'll probably... Oh, critical hit, Pikachu. You're really trying to take us out, huh? We would have loved to have you on the team, but as you can see, this entire time we've been in the forest, we've ran into 2 Pikachus, so you can really see how low the spawn rate is. I would have loved to have a Raichu on the team. Would have been amazing. Especially for Misty. I would have been able to kind of approach the Misty gym almost carefree. Everybody says that, like, Jolteon is probably the best electric. What would you say? Probably. It's got a lot of speed. Alright, let's go see what we can do about those gym trainers. I don't think that they'll give us enough XP to be able to just go right to Brock, but they could just give us a little bit extra that these bugs aren't giving us. Yeah, Pikachu. I mean, I was thinking that too, but you know, it's much harder to get a Pikachu right off the bat. I remember when I was younger playing this game, I would sit and just take forever to get a Pikachu. Level 10 Geodude, get him stanky. You know, low kick this thing to death. Oh, we're faster. Well, I'd hope we're faster than a rock. But so they have 2 Pokemon. So we'll see how we're doing. Defense curl, that's perfect. That saves us from taking some damage. So then we can just rip through it on the next slow kick. There we go. Nice, yeah, see, that gave us a ton of XP. Sandshrew, level 11. Oof. This isn't even super effective. Is Sandshrew gonna ruin everything for us? This Sandshrew better not be the death of us. Hopefully it just defense curls for the rest of this. Sand attack is quite annoying. Thank you, just gotta lock in. Don't fall for the sand. Just keep kicking through it. You know where Sandshew's at. You know where they're sitting. Just keep kicking. You've already landed enough kicks to know where they're at. Oh, that's not going to do well. If this thing starts attacking. Oh, boy. Does it know anything other than Scratch? Like, can it mess up Keith? It only knows Scratch? Perfect. So we'll just bring Keith in to clean this up. So no, Scratch, Sand Attack, Defense Curl. Take care of this. Yeah, almost got it. Yeah, you can scratch all you want, but you're done for. Nothing can match the true power of an Ember. No, you're good, you're good. I was trying to find it too if it had just Onyx or not, but I saw that Sandshrew come out and I was just sheer panic. Sheer panic. That was good XP for both of them, so that's good. We're gonna have to go back to the forest now. Got $222 for beating that guy. That's Brock standing right up there. We'll be back for you. We'll be back for you. Don't you worry. gonna go heal again, and then we're gonna just head back to the forest. Such riveting training. We are grinding away. It would be nice at level 15, so like right after we, you know, get done. Oh no. I had the wrong game selected. We'll learn Karate Chop at level 11, which is a little bit better than Low Kick, so that's good. And Ruby and Sapphire doesn't learn Karate Chop till level 15. So, see if we can get like a rat. Just kill it real quick. Yep, there we go. Yeah, level 11. I think that's... Are we 10 now? Level 10? Yeah, so one more level and we'll get Karate Chop. It's a little bit better. Tail Whip. Just launch a Scratch. Get rid of this rat. And we'll go back. Do some switch training because we do still need to get Keith up there a little bit. Yeah, we'll keep both moves. Low kick is yeah, exactly. Low kick's good. Karate Chop might be better for his Geodude though. Might be able to just kind of hi-ya get through that one. What do you think our best course of action should be for Misty? I know an Oddish would be like best case, but I don't know if we can get an Oddish before her. Oddish would be ideal. A little grass power on the team. Oh, Metapod. There we go. I don't think we've seen one of these yet. I think we'll just take care of this with just Stanky. Scratch it. We don't have to worry about taking damage, so. Yeah, there we go. Alright, another Scratch is going to take care of it. Yeah, there we go. We're getting strong enough so that the attacks hit a little harder. Caterpie. We're probably in a position where... I mean, we still got to get Keith up, but we're probably getting close to a position where Stanky's strong enough to just kind of handle it. We'll see, though. Like I said, we need Keith to be a little bit better. I also want to get Tat leveled up, but I don't think this is the right time or place. Eradicate is very good. Often slept on. You maybe get lucky and get one. 2 chances, 24 and 25. What else is in there? Yeah. Not bad. It would have been... We would have had a better chance if we would have caught something in this dang forest, because that would have eliminated one of the options. Like one of the bugs. Weedle or Caterpie or something. Even Metapod or Kakuna, it looks like. Yep. Oh, I mean, we got really lucky with the Mankey, so hopefully we can get really lucky with the Oddish. Otherwise, We might have to just use the bird and the rat. Do what we can. Level 21. Level cap for her. So we'll have some decent levels of power at least. So, long ways to grind, but we'll approach that when we get to it. I've seen, I don't know if you've seen any of these. I've seen like kind of like ROM hack ones where there's just a way that they've made it so that you can just automatically get to the level cap. You don't have to do all the mindless grinding. That is nice. There's some trainers in here we could try and find to fight. Get lost in the forest. What could go wrong? Probably some more items in here too that we missed. But if we don't train properly, we will lose Stanky in the fight, and we don't want that. Anime training arc. We're grinding. To be the best, you've got to train like the best. You know, we're doing what we can. And are these bugs giving us a lot of XP? Absolutely not. Cue the Pokemon theme song. Is this somebody you can fight? Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Did you know Pokemon can evolve? What? No way. Bug catcher Charlie like to battle us with his Metapod. This is good. We scratch our way through this Metapod. Does his no tackle? I don't know. I think we're fine either way. Gonna keep using Harden. Did you know Pokemon evolve? I didn't evolve mine. I just caught them. And that's why they only know Harden. But whatever, buddy. Scratch their eyes out. Yeah. We're going to scratch their eyes out in the name of the grind. Just think, this is only grinding up to like level 13. What? Wait till we have to get up to like level 40. Thank you, learned Karate Chop. Hiya. This guy just... Oh, no, he's got other stuff. So we will switch in Heath. He needs to get some levels, too. Couple more levels and we'll be ready. Critical hit tackle. Of course. Burn him. Super effective, of course. Level 12 Keith, let's go. And then we got a Metapod. So we'll just switch back to Stanky. Scratch its eyes out. Alright. Scratch it up. Like imagine like you start scratching this thing and it just keeps hardening, and so every time you go to scratch it, it's just harder and harder and harder. Probably starts to hurt the hand after a while. Or I guess there's like a paw. Does Mankey have paws? There we go. Scratch it up. This was a good idea to find the trainers, though. They have much more XP to offer. And we'll get a little bit more scenery in the grind. At least the battle music is good. Metapod is a tank because he's just hardening. 54 XP is a lot better than 11. Oh, you didn't miss anything. We've just been training up Stanky. Stanky and Keith, they're up to level 11 and 12. And we only have 3 likes on the stream, actually. Now you can watch with some fresh nails. Coincidentally, we are talking a lot about nails with all the scratching we're doing. It says 5 for you? Mine says 4 now. Could be the delay, just like the chat. You're still watching? Nice. Was it entertaining? The grind? You're living for it? Just burning bugs alive? Or scratching their eyes out? We're getting there. We're making progress. We just gotta find more trainers. Already fought that guy. There's one down here we avoided. There we go. Battle. Color was my Game Boy. I had the regular Game Boy, not the flip one, and I had a light blue one. It was the one. It didn't have the color screen, so at nighttime I couldn't see. I didn't get the Game Boy SP for a long time. I think my brother had that one, actually. I had mine first. Burn through another Weedle. The 39 XP for both of them. Oh yeah, you could get the light attachment. It would plug in. I remember that. Do we switch in Stanky and then switch her back out so that we can train them both? I think so. We risk a poison, but as long as we don't. We got poisoned, of course, but we'll just we'll be able to switch her back in. That's pretty cool. That sounds like a really cool Game Boy. Yeah, I actually, maybe like a few years ago, I sold my old Game Boy SP that I had. It was, I guess I went to sell it to like a store, and they told me it was a custom case, so it was kind of rose gold, and so they wouldn't buy it, so I ended up selling it to somebody randomly. But you can almost like not buy the games for it anymore, so figured it was time to let it go. Gonna burn this Kakuna since Stanky's poisons. I had like the original DS, like the thick silver one. I had that one for a while, and then my brother got like the thinner DS. It was like the cooler one, the upgrade, and so he had that one. I don't remember, DS Lite, I think it was called. Antidote on Key or Stanky. We can keep on training. Is there any more trainers in here? The DSI? Yeah. That's the one he had. I had like the original DS, like a red version of it for like 3 days. And that one was pretty cool, but it like broke, so I had to get a new one. And then it was the silver one. But it was really cool while it lasted for like 3 days. I remember playing like Lego Star Wars on the DS. That was like the first game I got with it. So fun. Dang, a critical hit, one shot. Okay, Stanky. What an absolute unit she's become. Stanky is an absolute unit now. Just has a vicious aggression, just scratching these bugs. So it's, I mean, Stanky's the MVP of the run so far, right? We haven't really gotten much progress, but they're definitely the MVP so far. With that one shot, critical hit just now, makes it. And there's one shot in these level 3 bugs like nothing. We'll take the scenic route back out of this forest, and hopefully by the time we get to the end, we have killed enough bugs to be level 13. Which is kind of probably stretching it, since we're still only level 11. But we're almost level 12, so it could happen. Or we could get poisoned and, you know, we need to be careful because we don't have very many antidotes left. Might have to start running away from these Weedles. It's our last antidote. Yeah, we can't really afford to get poisoned. Anymore. So, we're gonna have to be more careful and not really fight Weedles. Or we will regret it. I mean, if we get poisoned again, it's pretty much like goodbye. Oh, we're just gonna have to run from all Weedles. At least while we're this far away from the exit. Just get closer. Every part of this training has been kind of ruined by a Weedle. You know? Can we make it through this last patch right here without a fight? Not the last one, but didn't matter. Got caught anyways. And it's a Weedle. This has got to be our best area to train, right? Do you know any other ones? I think this is the best bet. Kakuna, perfect. That's good. We take Kakunas. Yeah, I mean, Route 2, we could get the Ratatatas and just low kick them or karate chop, I guess, but they're going to be lower level. Maybe not that much lower. I guess we still run into like level 3 Weedles and stuff. Well, we're nearly level 12. We're nearly level 12. I think it's just like I'm just so sick of the Weedles. I'm gonna switch on Keith on this one. Kind of risky. Keith gets poisoned. That could go poorly. Alright, we're good. I was nervous. Not gonna lie. Held my breath. With 21, it would have been a little bit less than that if we would have got the poison. We would have took damage. I don't know if we're close enough to the center to be playing those games. Do we hit the Pokemon Center? Yeah, we could try and fight one. Watch it be a Weedle. Of course it's a Weedle. Oh, of course. It's stupid Weedles. Oh, dumb. Next it'll be the Zubats in the cave, right? They know Poison Sting too, I think. Alright. Back to the training. We just got one more level to get to, I think. I think we'll be good at level 13 to take on the Onyx. Caterpie. Finally, something different. It's just Weedle after Weedle. After Weedle. Almost got it on the one shot. Keep it up, Stanky. Yeah, I think we'll just, I mean, we can get one level real quick and then fight him, just to be safe. Otherwise, this will all be for nothing, and it will be over before we get past Brock. We use Karate Chop for the first time. Yeah, look at that. Rats stand no chance. Also give us nothing. Yeah, it would be a pretty shame. We might never revisit this series if that happens. That one's level 4, so that one should be a little bit better. If we don't think about how long the grind has taken, it hasn't taken that long if you don't think about it. A Pidgey. Scratch it. Alright. Yeah, we're just vibing. We're here. Training, vibing. We got great nostalgic music and battle sounds and stuff. Reminiscing about old systems we've had. The days of our youth. Great time. I think it was a good move to come out of the forest. There's still Weedles out here in these bushes, but seems like a little bit less than inside. Stanky's gonna have, just for the rest of her days, just a deep-rooted hatred for Weedles. Oh yeah, you're right. Forgot about that. Karate Chop probably do more damage than Scratch. Hiya. Oh yeah, look at that. Wonderful. We're already almost halfway to level 13. We're already almost halfway to 13. Honestly, we've only had like 2 Weedles since coming out. I mean, I think this was a great decision. When is, where's Route 5? Is that before Misty at all? I doubt it, but... Route 5 only has, Meowth and Oddish as encounters. %5 chance to encounter Weedle, and we find it on the first try before we left. Makes sense. If only we could have got that with the Pikachu when we walked into the forest. Okay. Misty was probably pretty easy for your Ivysaur, huh? Walked in, took care of business, left. So if we look at Brock, he has his attack stats only like 40, 45 it says. Do you think we should level up Keith to level 13? Or level 13 Stanky can handle it? Ah, I used Karate Chop on a bug. Whoops. Oh yeah, got a little impatient on the grind. No, this is good. This is good. We're nearly level 13. I think that I'd like to think that Stanky can handle it at level 13. We could get like, yeah, we'll probably just go at level 13. There's always the strategy of being level 14, almost level 15, so that when you kill the Geodude, you level up past the Onix. But since you started the fight at the level cap, you're safe. I've seen people do it that way. I can't wait till we get the running shoes. Oh my god. We'll be so much faster. It's just crazy that they hand them out for free in the new games. Just start running right out day one. You just have to earn them. We're almost there. We're almost ready for the fight of our lives. Should we... Now I'm wondering, like... Again, should we get Keith? Should we just go into the forest, start burning some bugs? Just in case, like, to at least get Metal Claw unlocked? In the absolute worst case scenario? Because we don't have Metal Claw, and we go in there and we lose Stanky, like, we're done. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because Keith will just burn through the bugs like nothing. Maybe one more battle, we'll be level 13 with Stanky. And then we should be able to run in with the Keith. Take care of business. I think he only needs to get to level, he said 13, so 2 more levels. Nice job, Stanky. You've been putting in work. Take a break for now. Oh, we only need 1 more level with Keith. Only need the 1 more level. Back to the forest to burn some more bugs. Just like we exclusively got Metapod and Kakuna now. Oh, and he's actually already almost level 13. So this might be the only one we needed to do. So that was definitely a good choice to come in here to get that 1 level. All right, let's do it. Let's go heal and fight him. Oh, walk past the healing. We're gonna heal, and we're gonna go fight Brock. And if we beat Brock, we'll be moving on. All right, here we go. This is it. This is like all we've been leading up to. This has been 2 hours of training for this exact moment. All right, I'm Brock. I'm the Computer City gym leader. My rock Pokemon are ready. Yeah, a lot more trainers. I just realized I left Keith in the main spot here, so not the smartest move I've ever made. Gonna put Stanky at a bit of a disadvantage. Doesn't have a rock move, so we can just kill this one with the Metal Claw. Do we get it close enough to death and then just bring out... I'm trying to think, like, it's probably fine if Stanky takes some damage to Onyx. Oh, Keith, what are you doing missing? Oh. And it's still gonna not finish it off. Like, come on. Lock in. Okay, we got the one done. Onyx is next. Good job, Keith. We're gonna need to bring in Stanky immediately. This is the moment you've trained your whole life for. Rock Tomb comes in. Shouldn't be that deep. Oh yeah, not even very effective. Fraction of the health does lower our speed a little bit. Low kick. Tackle now. Which is just stronger. But yeah, look at that. Stanky's got this. Stanky could have won this fight 3 levels ago. All right, we did it. We beat Brock. We're good. We got the first badge. We did it. We got the boulder badge from Brock. All that training, it was worth it. We made it all the way through the fight. Think he still got half health. Could have fought another Onyx. We can now use the move Flash. We don't have yet, but we got it. We got it unlocked. We did it. This is the first obstacle in this journey, and we cleared it. No problem. We got TM39 from Brock. TM, just a move we can teach our Pokemon. TM39 contains Rock Tomb. Nice. Alright, let's go heal. Get a much needed rest. And we have one gym badge. We did it. Alright, let's get in here. Let's heal up. And then I think, honestly, we're probably going to wrap it up for the night. I think that's a good spot of any to stop. I know it doesn't seem like we made good progress, but the grind is half the battle. More than half the battle. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and end it on this one. Got our first badge. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be mixing in some more games like Pokepedia when that comes out. Pokopia, however you pronounce it. We'll be back to Sims on Tuesday. And with that, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed.